Welcome to Primo RV Center and inside a last of its kind 2026 194 BHS in Coachmen's Apex Nano series. What makes this the last of its kind is it is the last run of, and we got the very last one of the most popular lighter decor. So they're making some tweaks now for the full model 26 changes. So if you loved and have loved this color palette through the years, or at least the last sort of year and a half, this is the last opportunity. So this is a very popular model in our lineup, a very popular family friendly floor plan. Only 3,900 pounds, under 20 feet for the box length, and then just running about 22.5 feet for total length. So we're going to start here right by the door. We've got our removable Bluetooth speaker that became standard in the last year. So that's something that recharges in its docking station. It'll recharge off the now 400 watts of solar that's standard, and your batteries up front. We have our power awning switch as soon as we come in. We're going to have our slide switch. Something that's great on this particular slide, which I'll just point out since we're discussing slide outs, is when this slide out is in, you're going to have full access to both the kitchen, the fridge, the three-piece bath, and the kids' bunks in the back. So whether it's in the laneway or at the campsite or in the Walmart parking lot, you're going to have full access to the full layout without the slide out having to go out. So a huge convenience feature that a lot of our customers grow to love. I thought I'd just point it out now. So a great little feature on this one. We've got our exterior light switch for underneath our awning. So well lit underneath that awning. You don't need to add any more power. Into our kitchen area, you're going to have an outlet here just as you come in. Something I've done on my own rig is just wire up a power bar there. Very convenient, just to give me some more plug-in possibilities here. The very front, something that absolutely everybody loves about this model, you do get a full queen bed. There is wonderful storage from the outside underneath there, so it's full storage. You've got cabinets up top here that are going to go back, and we can't forget to mention our very popular Stargazer feature. Any of our Nanos that typically have the Stargazer feature on it, then when we bring it in, tend to be our fastest sellers. So it does make a huge difference, certainly in light, but the big one is when you're off-grid camping and you want that airflow, the Stargazer is going to give it to you. You're going to have a screen that slides across, and then you're also going to have a blackout shade as well, should you want it. So we've got standard for 2026. We've got our roller shades here, emergency exit window here for you. You are going to have USB and 120 volt right next to the bed as well. You've got your huge windshield here in the front, and the additional windows on either side will both have shades as well. You're going to get that cross flow across the bed, plus you're going to have the ventilation there from above. If you're a bigger family and perhaps need kind of 3 additional beds beyond the primary one here, the dinette makes a great bed. So if you're just under that 6 foot length, kind of 5'11", you're going to fit nicely end to end here. And it's a double width, so it does have a lot of room, perhaps for a teenager. We've got easy access to storage both from the top, but also the 2 doors. Your table will simply detach from the legs. The legs can be stored underneath there. Quick, easy access, and out you go. And you've got huge corresponding windows here from the dinette to the kitchen that are going to give you the cross flow. So great light, but also just great ventilation. Again, when you can't necessarily use air conditioning is standard and just above my head here. So if you've got 30 amp service, you can certainly run that. We've got a great kitchen here with lots of drawers, lots of pots and pan storage as well just below. You're going to have all the dish storage you need just above your head here, so lots of room there. Huge, deep stainless steel sink. Allows you to hide the breakfast dishes, so you can wait till lunch or dinner to do them. Great high-rise faucet for filling up that big pot for the corn and the lobster. We've got our furnace centrally located here right in the middle of the coach. And then we do have the upgraded microwave for 2026, which is a air fryer as well as a convection microwave, so you can do more with it. You've got an easy access pantry right next to your 2-burner LP gas stove. With some storage and a little bit more just below, and then our power converter just below that for easy access. You've got a huge 12-volt fridge that'll work off those batteries and 400 watts of solar on the roof here, 10 cubic foot. Huge amount of space here, plus your freezer on top. Easy access to our thermostat for our furnace there just next to the bathroom door. So certainly if it's a cool evening and you want to turn it on, away you go. You've got windows that will allow that fresh air to come in, as well as blackout shades in each bunk. You're also going to have power as well as a light as well. Very comfortable teddy bear mattresses, and an easy access 3-piece bath on the road here, so you've got everything you need with some leg room. You're going to have the ignitions for the tankless hot water heater just located here on the wall. We're going to have our monitor panel as well here, so we can see how full our tanks are. Turn on our water pump should we need it on the road. Turn on some lights, as well as in this case the tank heater that we ordered on this particular unit, so it'll heat up those tanks should you be getting into sub-zero temperatures. And we've got some hooks already on the wall here for you, so lots of hanging storage there. And then great storage for things like our first aid kit and beyond in our medicine cabinet and vanity. And I love the fact that you actually, in a smaller unit like this, you still get hanging storage here in the back, as well as some storage here for some toiletries just below there. And then we've got an actual tub here, so should you have little ones, something that will keep that water in there for you. You're going to have a great skylight here. I'll mention here, we'll see it again on the outside, but we do have a full outside shower as well. So you can use that for little ones and just rinse them off outside, and also just rinse off your feet. So this is a unit that's very, very towable by many SUVs that people have in their driveways currently, and that's certainly what's made it a very popular unit from its inception. It's sort of the little brother to the 208. So we head outside here, we'll notice we do have our More Ride steady steps, so something that'll adjust to uneven terrain. And it's got lots of anti-slip built in, so if it's a rainy day, you're not going to be slipping off the step. You've got the lend-a-hand here, very handy with young kids especially. You've got absolutely wonderful awning coverage here, so it goes right past your rear kitchen here. We're going to start up front. So we've got that awning coverage going past the door. So on the front, we will be putting on shortly here a front power jack. So that is something that's not available from Apex, but something we do here as a standard on our Nano series, as so many of our clients are towing with SUVs, and using a weight distribution just makes life so much easier. We've got two 20-pound tanks standard. We're going to have room for 2 batteries here, and then we've got a battery cutoff switch as well. So when it goes into storage, you can make sure that solar is continuing to charge. As we come around, we mentioned all that storage underneath that queen bed, and it is huge. It's actually the largest storage compartment in any of the Nanos in the front. We've got our charge controller here, as well as our front LED light switches. That great big windshield here in the front. You've got those lights just below. And again, we're letting in a ton of light, but because it's integrated into a cap, we're gonna have far less maintenance as well. So we've got our furnace centrally located here just below our kitchen. And we've got a outlet here, so should you wish to plug anything in, whether it's additional lights or something to cook, you can do that here very simply. Brand new 2026 rims, so something that you're not going to be having to clean the rust off of, which everybody appreciates. You're going to have easy access to the tankless water heater for things like winterization, so it's very, very easy to get to, just located next to your outside kitchen. Again, great storage here, but also a great place to just keep, again, all the spices and things like that you're going to cook, or just those eggs and bacon in the morning. Again, you can have everything nice and close for you. You've got USB, 120 volt, and a light, and then you're going to have a separate 120 volt small fridge here, great for snacks and drinks. We've got 4 oversized jacks here. We've got LED lights running the length. We've got a preset up here on the back for a backup camera, should you wish to add one. Standard LED lights on the exterior, as well as our standard spare tire. We've got our outside shower, so hot and cold water here, very handy when you come back from the beach to be able to rinse off. 30 amp service will be the standard, so if you want to run your AC, that's all you'll need in terms of hookups at the campsite. Black and gray valves, so easy to get to sewer, nice height off the ground, so you're not going to be grounding out anywhere. We do have our black tank flush here, and we have, which is, I should mention for those who don't know, is something that you'll use for your for checking on the tanks, making sure they're clean, the sensors. Apologies, missed the word, sensors, that's what I was looking for. We've got cable and satellite hookup here for you. Easy access to any place in terms of lubricating, being able to quickly access the roof, sweep off that slide out as you're coming into fall season here. You know, you just want to make sure that's cleaned off, something we discuss in our walkthrough. So you can actually see the frame there of one of your 2 solar panels. So you've got 2 200 watt panels there on the roof. This is the 2026 is the first generation of Apex Nanos that is now pre-wired for a future inverter. So should you wish to add one, we've actually just done one for a client. We located it on this side, just up and underneath here. We did a 2000 watt, wouldn't run the microwave, but basically will allow you to use the other outlets. This is also the first generation with a pre-wire for Starlink. So should you wish to add the ability to use Starlink or some other internet satellite service for certainly for communications, but also for entertainment, it is ready for that. So something that more and more people we know are working from the road, extending their vacations, certainly something that's handy to have for sure. You're going to have access to that over 50-gallon freshwater tank here, so when you're coming into the campground, you can quickly and easily fill that up, and away you go. We come around the front here again, our huge windshield just lets in a ton of light on a beautiful day like today. We'd invite you down to Primo RV Center to come have a closer look at the last of the 2025 interior light decor on a 2026 model in Coachmen's Apex Nano series.